in one uncompleted building somewhere in Enugu, and actually probably we will struggle and finally build one church, and that's where Pastor David would have died. You wouldn't have met me, nobody, because there is no man of God who breaks into higher realms in the spirit who didn't get there by sacrifice. You see this one, that's why check, there are hundreds of thousands of pastors. It's a handful, you can count them on double of your fingers, that are actually operating on uncommon grace. Meet any one of them. Sacrifice is what I did. Ministry 7 years until I took poison to drink. I went to chemistry lab and took hydrogen cyanide. Now Nsukka is introducing, ULN is introducing a type of electricity generated from sewage. That place that all the sewage from that university goes, that's where I went to drink it. There are pastors suffering. I'm doing pastors' conferences across the country. I was there. That's why I'm doing a lot for ministers. After 7 years, and my father disowned me for answering the call because I rejected. My uncle was a big guy in NMPC, and I studied industrial chemistry. I was a part chartered. So I did my industrial attachment there. So they've created a path for me, and I went to answer the call. And now this is how it's ending. This is the message that rescued me. It doesn't come by crying. If you like, sing from now till Jesus return. When you sing, there's a type of anointing that comes from that, because every seed decides its harvest. If you plant mango, you are not going to get guava. So worship, if it goes up, the blessing and presence of God comes. No, financial breakthrough can come. Political dominion cannot come. Sacrifice. Tonight, I want to talk about uncommon grace, certain anointing. There are 7 of them. God came into camp meeting this year to release it on you. That's why I said you have made my job easier. What was he teaching our church in Enugu in an uncompleted building, passing the money test? And I came in and sat down. When I finished hearing it, I saw the key to all I have. Is if I have done fasting now, done all sorts of. I realized what the host has been trying to tell us. I don't know whether it's because it was a film in Nigeria. It's Papa. I saw what he did for him, but why the thing didn't enter. When he finishes, I will go back and drop normal offering. And there were pastors like me, they would drop that. There were others making sacrifices. Bishop Oyedepo was in the north. He comes in there, he closes his account. Even when Papa died, we all went for his burial. It was Bishop Oyedepo that took most of the lion's share of everything that happened. We watched him from a pastor that used to have one pocket at his back. He used to wear this trouser like fella. He broke into the major whatever that he is. I watched that. I watched a number of like 7 men. I watched this happen before my eyes. But I'll tell myself, it was your message, not even in the house that cracked this one for me. He preached it, but I don't know what it was with my ear then. I don't know whether it's because he came from South Africa that made it work for me. First, it was the only car that I had. I dropped that one. Then, of course, because they're trying to get us out of that uncompleted building to get us our own property. And this PCJ was the one that built the first Dominion City Church. This is it. I have never built a church, but I gave in all of them. And you can ask him the type of giving I'm not talking about. So at that time, my first experience there to buy their first land and do. And so they finish all that. All the faith, that means the first thing sacrifice does, it kills you. There is a hold that mammon, possession, has on human being. It frees you from it because you can't rise with it. And even if you have a lot of money, that money will send you to hell. That's why a lot of rich people can't enter.